this staff is still rolling.
They've been absolutely exceptional. Again, as you mentioned, a top 10 staff in the nation in terms of ERA. When Northeastern's been at their best the last 5 years or so, they've been a program that's been built on starting pitching. And doing so against the Charleston team, it always seems to be in the mix in this conference. What a great weekend to show it off, and 2 shutouts have certainly done that.
And we'll see if the Huskies can ultimately secure this sweep today. Let's take a look at the players to watch now. We start on the Northeastern side with Harrison Feinberg. Big day yesterday, 3 for 4 home runs, 6 RBIs, but he's been awesome for Northeastern all season long.
We talked to Frank Holbrook before the game about how much fun Harrison has been to watch this season. He simply does everything. When he's not hitting home runs, he's robbing them. He's making SportsCenter top 10 plays. What an incredible presence he's been in this lineup. Did it again yesterday with 3 more hits.
Yeah, he really has had a noteworthy week. Let's go to the other side now for the Cougars. They haven't scored yet in this series, but yesterday Dylan Johnson, their catcher, had a nice day, and he's had a nice season.
Yeah, and they'll need him to be a part of this moving forward for this Charleston team. Talking to Chad Holbrook during the week, talked about just inconsistent, feels like the word it's been with this team. It's a very high on base type of offense. It's an identity that's changed a little bit the last few years, but he's going to need to be a part of that if they want to keep this offense moving forward.
Tim had a chance to catch up with Northeastern assistant Frank Holbrook about today's finale.
Welcome back to a very windy day here in Brookline for the series finale between Charleston and Northeastern. Tim Crowley joined by Northeastern assistant coach Frank Holbrook. Coach, 9 runs for the offense yesterday, a pair of shutout wins to begin the series. What's gone right at the plate for the last few days?
Yeah, the last 2 days were a little bit different. You know, Friday didn't come as easy. You know, their guy was doing a good job on the mound, making things tough for us. You know, we had to switch up our mode of attack there and get him out of the game. We were able to do that in the 8th and then extend a little bit against their reliever there. Yesterday, you know, things kind of were a little more hot out of the gate, caught some barrels there, were able to execute a plan, get into that bullpen. The guys kind of put together a pretty complete game yesterday. So 2 different days, but at the end of the day, just trying to get wins, and good to see that happen.
3-hit day for Harrison Feinberg yesterday. He's doing everything this week. He's hitting home runs, he's robbing home runs. How much fun do you have watching him on a daily basis?
Yeah, Harry's been cool to watch this year. You know, he's come a long way from where he was in years past. He's matured. He's starting to play with a lot of freedom on both sides of the ball, and yeah, he's an excited player to watch.
Team continues to win series within the CAA. Chance to go for the sweep today. What needs to go right to do that against a very good Charleston team?
Yeah, good club. Tough to beat a team 3 times. I think it's just more about what we're doing and trying to focus on our process and just executing at a high level. And when we do that, we have a good chance to win against anyone. So that's the focus today.
Coach, best of luck today.
Thank you.
Eastern, as we come back and take a look at head coach Chad Holbrook, what a resume he's had. His 8th season at Charleston, a 2-time conference coach of the year. As Gosman drops in strike 1. His South Carolina baseball resume, whether it's been at the College of Charleston or with the Gamecocks, has been extremely impressive. And again, this Charleston team, it feels like them, UNCW, Northeastern, have always been around the top of the class of the CAA in the last 5 years or so, as Gottesman dots up for 0-2.
Yeah, he had a really good run with the Gamecocks. He had a .654 winning percentage there. And the team was good in SEC play, too, which is obviously such a strong conference.
Ethan Plyler down on the count 0-2 as Gottesman deals and chases another one. Down goes another strikeout. Make that 4 on the day for Gottesman. Second straight inning, he starts the frame with a K.
And he is just in full command. He tossed 25 pitches through the first 2 innings, and this one a quick at-bat against Plyler. The Cougars, they just have not been able to figure out an answer against this Northeastern pitching staff.
Matthew Dominiani, the DH, steps in and takes one away for ball 1. How good it must feel for Mike Lavin to turn a 4-0 lead over to a pitcher coming off his last CAA start with 7 innings and 9 strikeouts against Hofstra, and he's been dealing already again. Dominiani lines this one into left center field. That gets down for a base hit, the first hit of the day for Charleston, and there's one on here in the top of the 3rd inning as the 9-hitter Ben Venables steps to the plate.
That has to feel good for the Cougars to get their first knock of the game here against Gottesman, who is in full control. You mentioned the South Carolina teams for Chad Holbrook. They had some arms, especially the 2016 team that made it to the Super Regional. They had Clark Schmidt, who's with the Yankees now, and then on top of that, Will Crow, who made it to the big leagues too.
Lash down the line, foul, Venables on the first one. Count goes 0-1.
Yeah, Crow, he pitched for the Nationals and then the Pirates, and Clark Schmidt, he's had some injuries with the Yankees, but pitched for them a lot last year, made a World Series start.
Quick check on Dominiani back at first.
Again, we talked about it before. The Cougars, they won the regular season title in the CAA last year, and they just had such a good case to make an at-large bid. 41-14.
0-1, cut on and missed. Gottesman elevates that time. Already at 4 strikeouts on the day. Again, he had his season high with 9 last weekend against Hofstra, and he's well on his way again. And doing so with run support after a 4-run frame last time out for the Huskies. 0-2, cut on and missed. Another strikeout, second of the inning. 4th in the last 2 as the lineup flips back to the top with Avery Neves.
Yeah, it's been that pitch down and into right-handed batters. When he goes to the breaker, it is tough to hit.
He has gotten chases away on lefties. He has tied up righties. Another quick check as Dominiani dives back in. Neves popped up to second his first time up, one that swirled high in the sun, blew around in the wind before Mazzocchia made the catch. First one, Neves misses downstairs, 1-0.
Yeah, Neves 5 home runs this year. It's just down, though, from last year when he smacked 15.
Sitting on a 1-0, the pitch. Runner goes, throw down to second. Mazzocchia picks it out. Can he keep the tag on? He can. Bozzo with a 1-hop strike down to second. A good pick by Mazzocchia. And a caught stealing to end the inning with the top of the lineup due. Northeastern shuts down the running game. We head to the bottom of the third, 4-0. The Huskies lead on Flow College.